What's up, basement dwellers? Welcome to another edition of the Jersey Fanatics. I'm your host, Chris the Dace Man Dace, and our other host, Erik Barezzo. And we're
Hi, guys.
That was a perfect Canadian South Park accent. Well, actually, were you going for the Trump, Saddam? Because it sounded a little like that too.
Either way.
You know, your love for us is so large, even if you have a teeny weeny. But we're talking baseball. And, you know, the league, where like 90% of the league voted for him. We're talking Philadelphia Phillies. Not much has happened on the trade deadline. The last time we talked about the David Robertson acquisition. That is all they've done so far. We could talk about all the pieces that have come off the board. And we're going to talk about the city, the New York City Bronx Bombers series that we went up there and took from them, and that awful outing. Well, yeah, or the awful outing we had on Monday night in Chi-Town. So let's start things off by talking against the Philadelphia Phillies versus the New York Yankees, which, as you watch the national broadcast, they kept reminding you of the 2009 World Series, which was so fucking annoying, and barely talked about the 2008 World Series.
That doesn't exist, man.
Yeah,
it's strictly Yankees all the time. Oh, why do they got to show Romano? Come on, man.
A little Dicky to ruin your evening.
Yeah.
But the New York City Yankees, you were right. You called them getting the series win. I had no faith in them going into the Bronx. They just, even though they had taken the series from Boston, they just didn't boom on the IL. The team just doesn't feel like the team. They came out smashing the bell.
Yeah, you didn't. But see, I may have been right about winning the series, but I did not think it was going to be a Walker victory and a Wheeler loss. Like I didn't put those two together.
That's fair. I also didn't expect like the offensive production in the first two games. I thought if there was a chance for us to win, or even if they didn't win, they were going to be close games, and the first two were not close games.
Well, they knew on Friday that they had to just go balls to the wall because Walker was coming out, and he gave up those 3 runs. They're like, God damn it, here we go again. Let's go. Let's start hitting. So they started hitting, but like, fucking Wheeler, man.
Is there a concern there? Because this is his second start since the All-Star break, and he is not looking crisp.
I'm not concerned. It was watching him pitch Sunday was weird. Like I don't know how else to say it, because it was just like, they're doing that investigation against Class A and the other dude on the Guardians, who, like, they said like 75% of the first pitches that they came in the 9th inning or whatever inning, it was all just waste pitches.
Mm-hmm.
That seemed like what Wheeler was doing. Not saying he's gambling, but his pitches were like, if he was going against a left-handed hitter, it was going all the way up, like almost behind the left-handed batter. Like it was great. Like he hit like 3 people. Like it was awful.
I don't know if it was that game, or we'll talk about the White Sox game with Sanchez. But I think I know you brought it up before we started recording about Sanchez trying new things. Do you think Wheeler was trying new things Sunday? I feel like Ricky Bo or someone on the post-game show brought up the fact that Zach didn't look like he was doing his normal repertoire.
I don't know, but they also said because of like the little delayed start because of the rain, it could have added an extra bit of the humidity or moisture on the ball, so he couldn't really grip the ball as well as he wanted to. But either way, man, like,
are we just making excuses for him at this point because we don't want our ace to not be an ace?
You're trying to grasp at straws so much. I don't know. Like, he throws almost 97 miles an hour on a good day, and that fastball was not working. Like, none of his pitches were really working as much. Like, they were all over the place.
And realistically, they lost because of the 2 batters he hit. Like, if you think about it, like, that was the downfall.
Oh yeah, for sure. But the Walker game, it was. I don't want to say uplifting, but it was like, maybe he could give you like 2 or 3 innings if you really needed it. Like,
No,
I got a little tingly feeling, but I think it was just because of how much I hate him.
no, there should be no tingly feeling. The Yankees just suck right now, and any other team would have annihilated them. The
Yeah,
White Sox would have annihilated them.
yeah, they had everyone. Yeah, because I think Judge was hurt.
Well, Walker was Friday night.
Yeah.
He had Judge, even though Judge may not have been 100%. I don't know when the hell the injury happened.
The Tommy John man potentially.
And the only runs they scored that game were home runs. They did not play small. They played like the Phillies played at one point last year, where it was like the long ball was all they were giving you, and they weren't playing small ball. So the Yankees didn't play any small ball this weekend, except maybe on Sunday.
Yeah, they won. They won big, 12-5 that Friday,
Mm-hmm.
9-4 on Saturday, and lost 4-3 on Sunday.
Yeah, I expected Sunday's score to be the entire series. I didn't expect these gaps.
Well, let's give a big shout out to freaking our boy Otto Kemp with having 2 homers in that game, man. He was trying everything in his power to get Wheeler that victory, but Wheeler's like, nah, dude, I suck today. Sorry, bud.
Otto, you're going to look great in another team's jersey.
Just take Walker with you.
Just take you. It's a twofer. You got to take the good with the bad. So the Yankees' overall success for that to win the series was great. Unfortunately, the Mets did not, or the Giants did not do us any favors against the Mets, where they got swept. Thank you, San Francisco, for all of a sudden shitting the bed at your home park.
There's some weird errors too. Like I think there was like a collision too. Mm-hmm. Also, we had a collision too. With Sosa and Marsh running into each other.
Marsh just making sure he stays in Philadelphia. Fuck out the way, Sosa.
Yeah.
You're doing too good. They're going to put you in left.
That was the other thing, too, with completely going all different angles. Sorry.
Yeah. No, it's okay.
But, what's we call it? Casty, all of a sudden, they said that he bumped his left knee against the wall, and they showed the replay, and there was never any contact with his left knee in the wall. So, like, people were saying that he's just saying that so he doesn't have to get traded.
I could see that. And we're gonna get in that conversation because all of a sudden a lot of trade pieces just fell off the board because of like weird shit. But before we get into that, let's talk about the White Sox game last night. Right now they're winning their game 6-0 as we record this. So at least by the time this podcast drops, they've split the series so far in Chicago. But that first game was atrocious. To waste a Sanchez outing, even though Sanchez is probably to fault, but the offense went quiet.
Yeah. It went super quiet against a terrible White Sox team. I think that pitcher had like over a 7 ERA too.
He did. He walked in there with damn near 8 ERA. And then our top 3 hitters just couldn't do shit. John Kruk did make the comment in the pregame that, the White Sox are the hottest team coming off the All-Star break hitting against left-handed pitching, which did not help Sanchez's case. But you mix that where that team's actually hot, which is weird to say about the White Sox right now, and mix it with the fact that if Sanchez was truly trying something different, maybe because he thought he can get away with a team that has 30 wins or whatever they have.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Like all of a sudden, because Sanchez literally, I think it was on Friday, all of a sudden on ESPN, he got bumped into potential Cy Young category. Him, Wheeler, and Skeens.
John walked down there into the clubhouse and said, "Look, dude, you ain't getting the money. So let's be realistic. You want to stay at Philly? Get out of there. Get out of those talks."
I don't know if he threw that game on purpose on Monday just to make sure that everyone knew how good Wheeler was, even though Wheeler shit the bed the night before. Like I'm like, hey, let's remember who the ace is. It's not me that has the 1.7 ERA. It's the other guy. So let's remember that.
You will have your time to shine, motherfucker. You can steamroll Nola anytime during his 6-year contract. You leave Wheels alone.
So, but it kind of seemed like a spring training game Like he was missing far and wide. Same thing can be said with what we just said about Wheeler with Sunday's game, but that game actually I think mattered because that could potentially be a World Series matchup. The White Sox aren't going to the World Series, so yesterday, or I guess when this drops, 2 nights ago,
Mm-hmm.
it was it was a little ugly with how he pitched, and it all of a sudden, I think like the third or fourth inning, he found his changeup. So it was like he wasn't using that at all, or if he was, it was very sparingly. And then he started using it, and he started striking people out. It was like, oh, maybe that was the pitch that I used on the 5 days ago where I got 12 strikeouts and it was my best outing all year. I went the complete game. Maybe I should have used that. Well, you kind of fucked up and waited a little too long.
So, abysmal game aside, and they're doing well right now, with the exception of putting Romano in there. Nothing's safe with him in that fucking hole. Do you think it's a weird trade-off? Because like an article that hit MLB.com on Tuesday morning was, did this potential trade piece showcase his talents in a game against like a landing spot? Like they were teasing Lewis Roberts, or what was that his name?
It was Robert.
Yeah. They were teasing him coming over to the Phillies, and the fact that he had a really good game Monday. Was this like him showcasing his talents of like, hey, take me back with you? Let's go. Can't be say the same tonight with them being shut out right now by a guy who allegedly tips his bitches. But
I mean, even if he was tipping his pitches, I don't think White Sox could be able to figure it out. Like he could literally tell you, "I'm throwing a fastball, bottom corner," and they'd be like, "Okay," and they'd swing high. Yeah, just
axe swing.
yeah.
But as of this recording, we are 36 hours. We're not a full 2 days away from the trade deadline, which is Thursday at 6 p.m.
Yeah, it's not great.
All we've done is David Robertson, the thing that we feared we would do last week when we were talking about like this better not be the end all be all, and like bank on him doing something. Alvarado carrying us to the finish line, but not allowed to cross the finish line. The crazy thing too is a couple of the people that were in our scope or line of vision. Clace gets nailed with the investigation. Like he's getting paid to sit at home right now. So even if it gets cleared of the charges, he's sitting at home.
Yeah, he's not. I don't. He's still not allowed to be traded. I don't think.
Yeah,
he's
but
on administrative leave or something.
So he's gone. Suarez down in Diamondbacks. That's been a hot conversation about moving him to the third baseman position and shaking up the defense of the Phillies a little bit to add that right-handed pop.
They did every test possible on him. They gave him a CAT scan. They gave him an MRI. They gave him an X-ray. They did everything, and he's allegedly fine and going to be in the lineup tomorrow or today after this drops.
Okay, so he will at least get one more outing in to see if like there is something wrong with his hand. How do you? Depending what you give up, because okay. So let's talk about Suarez, because this is a trade that we talked about in our chat, and unfortunately Tyler's not here to talk about it. But him and I think, had kind of the same perspective on this a little bit. So until he listens back to this and completely disagrees with everything I said. The fact that some people want to straight up trade between Bohm and Suarez, swap them out. I think that's one of the
done.
So that you were on board for that.
100%.
Okay. Well, here's why you're wrong.
Let me tell you why I'm right real fast.
Okay.
The only reason why I tell you that that's the right way to go is because you've run out the same lineup for the last 3 years now.
Mm-hmm.
Everything has failed. You've got into the World Series, and then everyone went ice cold. So why not throw a wrench in the whole entire plan? Get a rental player potentially, or depending on how great he does. If he does amazing, you sign him and Schwarber at the end of the year, which you're not going to get Schwarber. But, sign them both at the end of the year, and you hope that you can get that magical run that we had back in 2022 this year but with a different lineup with a more consistent hitter. And I know what you're going to say, that he hasn't been consistent since the All-Star break, but it's fine because
It's new. It's not the same thing. It's new, and I'm okay with new.
it's new and it's going to be okay because we're not going to have some sourpuss that's coming out of the dugout and slamming his helmet on the ground and getting upset that Marsh stole his girl again.
In his
It's gonna be fun.
defense, he hasn't done much of that this year, so maybe he grew up. I mean, we're not close to playoffs. That seems to be when it comes out the most. Here's why I don't like that. The rental piece of it. We have talked at length, and we don't need to go into it anymore. We have some holes to fill in 2026 if we let our free agents walk. Again, we won't get into it, but we know our feelings on that. JT has to come back. I think the city of Philadelphia is going to ride if Kyle doesn't come back, and then you're going to throw into the mix that now we need a third baseman. Now, the only way I'm okay with this Suarez trade, and even more so now, because I think with the hand thing, Bohm just based like you're now dealing with two injuries there. Bohm's supposed to be in the lineup tomorrow or today when this drops. Like he was supposed to make an appearance here in Chicago. I don't think he's in the lineup as we're recording.
No.
Okay, so he should make an appearance Wednesday before the trade deadline, showcase that he could swing a bat. You have control of Bohm longer before you have to be concerned about a third baseman and maybe give some more time to Aiden Miller, because I know you're a big Aiden Miller guy.
Massive Aiden Miller guy.
I don't. If you move Bohm to first, Bryce back to right, Casty to left, or vice versa, I don't fucking care. Just put both of them in the outfield, and then brought him in for the price tag of like Otto and I like Marsh, but either Marsh or Rojas. So like the Diamondbacks are getting an outfielder and a third baseman for a third baseman. I'd prefer Rojas. I'd prefer Rojas, and I think you can make a better sell for Rojas just defensively.
Yeah, for sure.
Then I'm in for it because then all right, if we don't get him in the free agency to stay in Philadelphia, fine. Bohm goes back to third. We've played a lineup where we can make the infield work with Bryce too. Or maybe we go after a first baseman. Pete Alonso's available. I don't want him, but if he's cheaper than Kyle, at least he could play first base. I don't like the idea of getting rid of making another hole on the team. With how volatile our free agency feels like it's going to be. I know everybody's in the mentality of like, hey, worry about this year, win this year, but remember the dark era.
And boy, do you really remember. Tickets were cheap as shit though.
They were. You got all 80 games for like $100. It was fantastic. But do you really like? Because then you're just stuck. Because you're stuck with Harper, you're stuck with Turner in the dark years now. You got to ride out Wheeler's contract. You're going to ride out Nola's contract, and then you're going to get a subpar catcher, some aged out DH most likely, and then who knows what a third.
If Would you like to know why you're talking? I'm going to look up the free agents.
That's fine. But to the Suarez deal, if you could make the magic happen and get Bryce to go back to the outfield, left or right, don't care. Because let's just, I think we've collectively as a city just accepted that our outfield's not going to throw people out of the plate. Even though we had that amazing play with Rojas and JT at Yankee Stadium. Give credit where credit's due. Diamondbacks, take them. I would be more susceptible. Straight up, Bohm for Suarez, no. I don't want another hole. Even if it costs us the World Series and the Diamondbacks aren't going to go, but he goes to a team where that team wins it, and it's like that was the missing piece for that team. Yeah, that sucks, but you're the odds are not in our favor, and I don't want to mortgage the future for a guy who just got nailed in the hand and has been month over month declining.
There is no third baseman. Free agents.
Oh, so fantastic.
Alex Bregman, potentially. He's 31.
He's got an opt-out?
Yeah. It says ETO. I don't know what ETO means.
Something, I don't know.
You
Extended
know,
offer?
but
Extended
yeah,
team
so
offer?
he could potentially opt out.
And
But
he might, because Boston's not really in the hunt.
but
But
do you want to know what his salary is this year?
I was going to say, we didn't get Bregman this year, so I highly doubt we're going to get him fucking next year.
$40 million.
Oh, so he could match Wheeler. That's what we
For
need.
1 year. One year.
That's what we need. That's what we need.
You have Yoan Moncada from Angels, Eugenio Suarez, Arizona, Justin Turner. He's still
Is he even playing?
40.7 years old. Yeah, he's on Chicago Cubs apparently.
Oh, well.
Miguel Andujar, he's on the Athletics, 30. Jose Iglesias, Padres, 36.
Yeah, so, and you're willing to straight up trade Bohm for Suarez for that pool? Suarez being the top of the pool, but also age 35 next year?
Yeah.
And that hurts my soul to say that, being older than 35. Like, yeah, we can still do things. We're not completely out of the picture.
There's a prospect. His name is Munetaka Murakami. He's from Japan. He's 25. He's coming.
They're not coming. They don't go further than the West Coast.
Listen, man, he's coming.
I mean, if you want the Sacramento Phillies, then yeah, you got him.
He's coming, man. I feel it. We're finally gonna. Dave Dombrowski is putting all the money into those Japanese players, and they're gonna come over here and kick some ass, man.
All right, and you hold on to that pipe dream. So, odds of Suarez actually being in Philadelphia by Friday, high or low? Do you feel confident it's going to happen?
No, 10%.
Neither do I. Yeah, I'm very low, and would be very angry at a straight up even swap.
Honestly, Friday, like I saw the perfect tweet today. It was Dave Dombrowski coming out and saying, hey, we tried to do everything in our power. We offered all this for that. Just teams didn't want to budge. We got Nola coming back. He's like maybe a week or two away. You have Justin Crawford about maybe 2 weeks away from coming up too. So he's going to be your outfielder. You also have David Robertson on the horizon, and you have Painter that is still working out pretty hard.
Technically, have Abel if we don't get rid of Abel.
Like that's what I'm seeing. Like every time I see somebody tweet the meme that says Dave Dombrowski says this, it's 100% accurate because he's done it every year except for like a mediocre reliever that he's gotten. Even though Estevez is amazing this year, but last year he wasn't that great.
He wasn't bad. The Phillies as a whole were fucking awful in that NLDS. You can't just put it all on him because you're Huffman and Strom caved as well.
Yeah, it's all in him. So, and then
fucking
you got
Dragon Ball Z fan.
And then you got Austin Hayes, who ended up getting a kidney infection. Like that's just the Phillies' luck, man. But like, we're not gonna get Robert. I have no faith.
I don't want him. You're gonna get the Max Kepler out of him, and you're gonna be so pissed because we lose something probably valuable.
No, because they said that. Who did they say? Rincones, which is like the 10th prospect that we have in our farm system. See you, dude.
They're giving away garbage for him?
Yeah.
These people aren't garbage.
That's what they're potentially. That's what I keep seeing all over the Twitter sphere.
If you go to a cheap buying price, then sure. But if we lose a critical piece for the future, and I know that people are going to get my ass like, oh, you can't keep worrying about the future. We want to win now. Blah blah blah. No, I don't see the value in this guy, man. He bats what, 216 right now. He's not pushing up crazy homer numbers. He's not crazy RBIs. That people are like, oh, it's just a change of scenery. Really? Because our scenery's not that great right now. Like,
It's listen, man. Have you ever been to Philly? It's a great, especially Kensington,
yeah.
top notch.
Ask every player about their first year in Philly over the last 4 years.
Top notch.
And
Look, see, look,
is he,
Robert just hit a freaking single, right there, Oppo Taco, baby, right down
yeah,
the right field
against
line.
our garbage bullpen. So that's not fair.
Well, hey, it's still a hit, man.
Then maybe he fares better against National League teams, and then that would be a good change of pace. If you get him for cheap, I'll take him. I mean, that's basically where I am with a lot of these trade pieces right now, unless you're getting some like stud. I don't think studs are available right now.
I don't think there are because, like you said, Class A is done.
I keep hearing Hazley. Is it Hazley, the guy from the
Yeah,
Cardinals?
Ainsley from Cardinals,
I've heard Quan,
or Halsey.
Halsey. I know it begins with an H, and he's the
Yeah,
closer for the Cardinals.
and ends with
Yeah.
a
So, Lordy. We're gonna bring Lordy on the team. Lordy. Um, I've heard Quan from the Guardians because the Guardians feel like they're just, they'll probably listen to anything right now because their team just totally got
It's
shot in the
crazy
foot.
to me because they're still a semi decent team. Like they got a lot of good players. Like it's crazy that they're willing to fuck it. I guess they're kind of like the Pirates that they don't want to.
That's
have
another thing.
Massive
Contracts.
contract. Yeah, Jesus Christ, I can't think right now.
Well, that's another thing. We've been linked to almost damn near every Pirates player except for the one that Frank and I want. We're not getting Kutch. We should get Kutch. Hell, just give him a jersey for the day. He plays in the playoffs. Let's do it.
Nope. Kutch's Pirate for life, man.
He's Uncle Larry is a Philly for life. But weren't we at one point tied to a rumor about O'Neal Cruz?
Yeah, O'Neal Cruz. There was Bednar.
Yeah, like basically their entire pitching staff we've been at one point linked to. It's like, hey, you're wasting these arms here.
Everyone else was linked to Skeens. We weren't. We don't like Skeens.
I don't think we don't. Well, we don't technically. After two of our best starters giving bad performances, it's very hard to say we don't need a starter.
Yeah.
And they're not going to let go of Skeens, not until his last year.
No, they're going to do the same thing that they did with
everybody else.
No, what's the name of the Pirates? Or not Pirates, on the Yankees. Their ace.
Cole?
Yeah, Garrett Cole was a pitcher for the Pirates, and they let him go when he was at
They did it to Kutch.
Yeah.
They let Kutch basically run out his career, and they went, all right. They sent him to the Yankees, I think. Which at that point made he had to get a haircut and all kinds of shit. Like they really fucked up that man's life. They said, "Hey, they got a policy over there. Goodbye, dreads."
Not anymore.
Not anymore. They got Jazz Chisholm, and they're like, "Yeah, fuck it. I guess we can't control it. Everybody gets a porn stash." That team looks like they have been to Epstein Island. That's all I'm saying. Every time they came up to a bet, I'm like, "Yeah, he's on the list. He's on the list. He's on the list." Aaron Judge definitely on the list, and probably using steroids.
But it's pretty amazing to see what teams are willing to do. Like originally they said that they weren't selling Quan, but all of a sudden they started.
That's because they lost out on Clace. I feel like Clace was their carrot on a stick, and they went, "Hey, that carrot's gambling. Get him the fuck off the field."
And then I think there was somebody else that the people were linked to too on the team. I think it was a starter. But it's just we're linked to all these players, but then every time you hear, like, I don't know if it's just Dombrowski, just like, yeah, we're like playing dumb, and he wants to sound like he's not interested, but he comes off like he's not trading one single person, and he's not bringing anybody. He's perfectly fine with the roster that we have.
The annoying thing is each time after a deadline or a free agent has passed or whatever the case may be, and we're 44 hours away from the trade deadline. I put up the timer. He'll tell the press, "Oh, we made a play for that guy." He was just out of our range. Or, hey, we made a play for that guy, offered him the money, he just didn't want to come here.
They just gave up a 2-run home run. It's 6-3 now in the bottom 9, 2 outs.
My fucking God, who's pitching?
Still Robert.
Okay, I hope he likes to be an Iron Pig, because that's coming. Yeah, so the frustrating thing is the deadline's 44 hours away as of this recording. As of this drop, it'll be 30 hours away, 34 hours away. Like, right now, the only thing you have done is sign David Robertson.
Yep. And
something
that's the
you
only
could.
thing they're going to do.
And the annoying thing is that's something you could have done all year. It's not like he was traded or like, oh, he got DFA'd and nobody picked him up. He's been sitting out there all year to the point where you paid him a week early and you can't even use him yet. What do you think? I don't know how to have this conversation because it really feels like we're rolling into Thursday with nothing.
Yeah, I really, really, really don't think they're going to do anything, man. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if it's just like I said, Dombrowski is just basically lowering the expectations, or if he's just trying to decrease the value, or what he's doing. But I have zero confidence that there's going to be anything good coming.
And the worst part is there's people on this team that they just got to go. Like, I tried to get on the Max Kepler train.
Oh yeah.
He's been playing almost every goddamn game. Like, now you have no excuse of, oh, I don't get to play enough. Dude, he okay, you made that comment and I think you sat once since
Game
that
over,
comment. Thank God. So the series is split as the drop of this recording. They'll go for the rubber match at 105 or 1205?
Probably like 305, some
305. Because they're off Thursday, then they're back for the alumni weekend against
210.
210. Then they're back this weekend for the alumni weekend against
with my man Taiwan Walker.
He's pitching Friday?
Yep. Oh, no, he's pitching tomorrow.
Oh, okay, that's fine. So Friday's Wheels? No, Friday is
Suarez.
Suarez.
Oh, against Scooble. Oh, dude, I may go to that game.
I just sold my tickets for that game.
Holy shit. That's a great freaking game.
No wonder I got such a decent price for them. I was looking at it, so we'll talk about why I sold them off air. But I sold them because I got a very busy weekend this weekend and couldn't justify going to that and SummerSlam. We're gonna have such a conversation next week.
Listen, if you're able to come out of this trade deadline still with Painter, still with Miller, still with Crawford, all three, and you got rid of everyone else, I'm happy as shit.
But what do they pick up?
Except for Eduardo Tate. You need to keep that guy because that's your...
We need a catcher.
Yeah, that's your catcher in 2 years or 3 years, whatever it is. JT isn't... If JT is finally done because he can't get up.
Who do we pick up then?
I don't know, man. Because, like...
We need bullpen. I know we want that right-handed pop and we want that right-handed bat and maybe fix the outfield or whatever the case may be. If that doesn't happen, I think I could live. If you let this bullpen carry on into the playoffs, I'm not buying a playoff ticket. Like, straight up. Because you don't care. Like, they don't care at that point.
The one pitcher that you're potentially rumored for was Sir Anthony Dominguez. He got traded to Toronto.
I didn't want him just because I still have a bad taste in my mouth.
So he's off the board. Gregory Soto was also rumored to come back.
I hope he sabotages the Mets like he did Baltimore.
Well, he already did. He already blew a save. So yeah,
He is
literally.
hands down the best Philly. When we do our Philly Fanatics thing, that where we go player focus, we're doing it on Gregory Soto, and not his time in Philadelphia, his time elsewhere after we got him out of Philly. That is a secret agent. He
the
is.
first the first game that he pitched was yesterday. Yeah, he blew the save. It was a walk off. So,
John Middleton promised that man a ring, irregardless of what team he's on. He went, look, bro, I'm ordering an extra one, and now that he's on the Mets, he may just pay him for playing on the Mets. Just like, here's $1 million, dude. Thank you for your service.
but that was a guy that were rumored to get. Obviously, he was traded to the Mets.
Thank God.
Um, Bednar is another one that we're linked to. Apparently, it's going to take a lot in order to get him. Same thing with Quan that you said already for the outfielder.
Mm-hmm.
Robert is the only one that could potentially be like not your top three prospects. It could be like the lower ones, which is the Raconis or
Mick Abel.
McAble. So it could be, well, McAble's still high. I think he's top four.
Okay.
So they're talking about like after that. I think it's like within the 5th or 10th prospect is what they're saying for Robert.
If you get him cheap, fantastic. I'm glad you made that move. But I know David Robertson cannot be the answer to the bullpen. He just simply can't. Even if he comes out and he has a 0 ERA and he has 20 saves between now and a World Series win, I will not tell you he was a good pickup. I don't care, because as long as you let Jordan Romano and Joe Ross and whatever fucktard gave up 3 runs tonight as we were recording, Robert,
Another
yeah, well he's going to Lehigh. He made a case. Um, you can't, like, you just can't. You're putting all your eggs in the basket of a 40-year-old. And as much as I liked David Robertson, he didn't do it for us in 2022.
yeah.
That's kind of why I sour on the Gregory Soto Sir Anthony talk. These pieces didn't work for us before. I
Yeah,
don't.
Sir Anthony was, I think, that year he was beyond phenomenal. It just not until the World Series.
Oh, 2022?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was good that year, the regular season. The
Yeah.
postseason, I don't remember him being fantastic. And then the
Yeah.
year after, it was like,
Yeah. Wheels came off real fast.
yeah. And then as soon as he got to Baltimore, he was just throwing it to the fans behind home plate. So the fact that Baltimore got something for him, kudos to you. Who pulled off the bigger scam, us or them? I just want a bullpen piece, a young bullpen piece. I just want Jordan Romano off my team.
Bednar's not young, is he?
No, I just want Jordan Romano off my team. I didn't want him, like,
Well, he's 30. That's young.
oh yeah, anything's young to us these days. But I don't think I've ever been a fan of Jordan Romano. I don't even think I've gave him the benefit of the doubt. Usually when they make signings like that, I try to give him the benefit of the doubt. I don't think I liked that guy from the get-go.
Does his nickname being the Renegade turn you off and not want him anymore?
Who?
Bednar?
Does it get Romano off my team? You can call him Big Haas or like, oh, the Hog. I don't care. Get Romano off my team.
It's gonna be like that Reese Hoskins jersey, the big, what was it? The big
Oh, big fella.
The big fella, yeah, because Howard was big piece. It's gonna be like that, except the Renegades.
I want, hell, you could sign a player whose name is Get Romano and Ross off my team. I'm in. I don't want them in my bullpen anymore. Get out of my bullpen. And if you could somehow make Max Kepler either better or get him off my bench, fantastic.
There's no way to make him better, dude. He's terrible. He has to go.
The other problem, they talked him up so much heading into the Bronx. Like, he hits good here. He's really good when he plays in the Bronx. Okay, he did nothing. He, like, every excuse he's made or they've made for him of how, like, he's going to turn that corner, I don't know if they've got, like, wit regret. and don't want to like get that bad juju on them again. Whatever the case may be, Max is working out less than Witt.
Yeah, no, he's probably been the worst signing Dombrowski has done.
Which is awful because he shouldn't have been. Like it, I don't get why these players come here because the moment we get rid of him, he's gonna go light it up on the Braves or the Mets and make us eat our words,
Yeah,
like
well,
Witt did.
that's what Witt did for like the first like 2 weeks. He was the best player in baseball, and then all of a sudden he got hurt. Never
Yeah,
heard from him again.
wherever Max lands, he's gonna do well. It's not working in Philly. It's just, and he's gonna have his retirement speech next year where he goes, "Philly, I liked being there. I know you didn't like me."
R.I.P. Witt.
Yeah, he's dead. I remember watching you guys play in the playoffs from the hospital in Philadelphia and thinking like, oh, I need to be there. And then like I got there and you guys were like, don't be here. I get it. Thank you for that weird year at the end of my career. I should have just stayed in Minnesota.
Oh, the best.
But like I need you to fix the bullpen. I wanna come and record with you next Tuesday and be happy of like, oh, Jimmy Rollins is on the wall. We beat the Tigers, who are the best team in baseball, or were. I don't know what. We'll see what happens. They might be best again by the end of the weekend. But I want to be like we won that White Sox series. We won the Detroit Tigers series. We're showing the AL who's boss. We got a nice bullpen. Max Kepler got sick and can't show up anymore. But he's not going to die sick. Just sick enough not to play the rest of the season. Like whatever the fuck Hayes had.
The kidney infection.
Yeah, and we're just happy people next week. Jordan Romano is flipping burgers, but not at like a franchise like McDonald's or Burger King. He has to go to some like weird mom and pop shop where there might be flies in your cheese. Like that's where he belongs because he just looks disgusting. And Joe Ross,
He seems like a guy that work at like a Raising Cane's.
yes. Just go do that. Go find a 9 to 5. Not here. You're not working 7 to 9. You go work 9 to 5 somewhere else. I want to have a good conversation next week. Tyler will be back. No, he won't. He'll be at the game. I'm the only season ticket holder that keeps fucking selling them.
They're selling the best tickets all year.
Well, they play the Orioles next Tuesday when we're recording.
Yeah, no one cares about the Orioles though. They're selling again.
Yeah, they sold before the Scooble tickets that I put on SeatGeek this Friday. Well, I gotta be honest. I kept flirting with the idea if I was going to post them or not, and then I was just like, you know what? Not feeling it. I'm going to go see movies I've already seen again. What are your thoughts on okay, we'll start with this first. Do you think they win today against the White Sox and win that series out?
Is my man Walker starting? No.
You keep with that because every time we've called his bullshit, he's proven us wrong.
Yeah, there's zero shot. Like, he gave up 3 runs against the Yankees and they won. He can't do that.
Again. In a parallel timeline, one where we're much happier. He throws a no hitter. His trade value goes through the fucking roof.
Oh.
And we ship him and Romano off to the Rockies for nothing. We don't get nothing in return. They're just gone.
I was gonna say, who the hell are you bringing back from the Rockies?
Wasn't there a bullpen piece that like was okay? The one that fucked with Harper, wasn't he on our radar at some point? Bird, was it Bird?
Maybe.
Whatever. Just they're off my team. That's basically the whole thing of it. So they you don't think they win the White Sox series?
Off my team. Who cares?
So you don't think they win the White Sox series?
No, they do.
Okay. I think they do. I don't think it's going to be pretty, but I think they do.
I was going to say, it's not going to be because of Walker, that's for sure.
I don't think it'll be pretty. I think Robert makes a case, again, to come to our team after he lights up Walker and just points the bat at him like, thank you. Thank you. And the White Sox go, thank you, mix back into the conversation again.
Listen, it could be like the same thing with Dominguez. Sir Anthony Dominguez was He played for the Orioles for the first game today.
Mm-hmm.
Got traded.
And played for
Mid
them the second game?
he played for the or not Blue Jays, but he went to the Blue Jays dugout for the second game. Like he literally walked across the field and was with the other team for the second game because it was a doubleheader.
I'm down with that. If all of a sudden he's gearing up for tomorrow, like, look, we thought we had the Phillies number, we didn't. So they win the White Sox. How do you think they do against Detroit?
Ken Scooble's gonna be bad. It's gonna be real bad, dude. I would be shocked if we get more than like 2 hits against him. Even though I believe Scooble got a loss against us the last time he was here.
And he won Cy Young last year, right?
Yeah, let's see.
Well, they didn't come here last year. We went there.
Yeah.
Hey, I think they somehow pull out some magic against the Tigers. It's alumni weekend. It's gonna be an upbeat weekend. I'll be at SummerSlam, so I won't be able to pay attention. They seem to do better when I don't pay attention this year. They won
Never
to
mind. He went 7 scoreless innings. June 20th, 2024. They won 4-1. Yeah, it was
well, no, that tracks. That fucking tracks. I'll be able to watch part of that game or listen to that game. So they'll lose that game. And I was supposed to be at that game, so they'll definitely lose that fucking game. But they'll win the 2 games where I'm up in New York watching Seth Rollins ruin my fucking weekend. So I'm not going to be happy coming into the next recording, especially at the trade deadline. So do you think they win the Tiger series, or do you think they drop it?
they'll lose the first game and then they'll win the series because they're back home, and they'll have Robert, they'll have Suarez, they'll have Bednar, they'll have Chapman.
You're living in that alternate timeline.
They'll have Halsey.
Where all of a sudden the Phillies are the Yankees of that timeline.
Everyone's gone, and we're somehow able to keep Painter, Crawford, and Miller. Like,
beautiful.
Yeah.
I want to live in that world.
Yeah, I want to live there too. So we're feeling pretty good with all our new pieces.
Yeah.
Everyone is getting size for a World Series ring already.
Affordable housing.
Everyone's taking steroids. There's no injuries. Like we're all feeling pretty damn good. So yeah, we win that series pretty big.
Sweep.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't say sweep. It was Scooble on Friday. You can't do it.
Even in that perfect world alternative timeline, you can't sweep it?
Not with Scooble, man. If it was like everyone except for him, like if Scooble pitched on Thursday, 100% we sweep.
I'm telling J-Row energy, Chase Utley in the building, Cliff Lee apparently alive. Like, all these things are true facts.
I mean, he's apparently alive, but he won't return calls.
Go win a World Series and give him a ring.
That man hates Ruben Amaro so much that he ignores all Phillies calls. He sees 215 area code show up, and he ignores that call, no matter what it is. He could have been the first billionaire last year when they did the Powerball, and it could have been a 215 number. He ain't fucking answering. Like there's just zero shot.
As he should. And until Ruben Amaro is out of the organization, Cliff Lee does not return.
Then
anyway,
Ruben Amaro, so I can see Cliff Lee again, just so I can know if he's alive. Maybe he's like 700 pounds. Like, who knows?
Oh God, that would just kill the aura. Now being carted onto the field for this year's Wall of Fame ceremony, 2009 World Series pitcher Cliff Bar Lee. That's going to do it for us this week on the Jersey Fanatics. Get your Cliff Bar Lees for Cliff Bar Lee Day.
Oh my God. Fantastic way to end it.
I think so too. Because hopefully we're still smiling next Tuesday when we record. What do you got going on, Mr. Perezzo?
Just packing, dude. We're 30 days away from moving. So I am just packing.
The heat is on. Your deadline's on, man.
Yep.
Lot going on at Basic Protocol Productions. New podcast drops Friday. 4 Real Convos. Trying to get used to that new title, but hosted by Trisha Bell, and yours truly will be on it as we talk dystopian films. It's The Hunger Games, Divergent, The Giver, and Uglies is what we're talking. So basically, we felt that the world is heading in that direction, so why not talk about it? The Weekly Protocol is back tomorrow. New format, new cast. You got yours truly hosting, joined by Dace Man Show alumni Frank Ward and Dace Man Show promisee Corey, who we've been promising for years to appear on our product. And she finally showed up. She may or may not have gotten hit in the face with a cornflakes box. So tune in and find out. Minecraft Monday. Thursday nights will also be the Dace Man 14 streams returning. We're going to continue Donkey Kong Bonanza this Thursday.
Can't wait to watch more digging.
People have probably beat that game, and I'm still on World 1 trying to clear out Part A. Like, you shouldn't have introduced that feature, man. Like, if you tuned into Minecraft Monday, all I did was dig.
I said it in chat.
That's all it was. Because, like, our concrete guy didn't show up. This fucking concrete guy. Lazy fucking Americans. I don't know what he was doing. Probably beating off somewhere. Blaming the immigrants for... It was Gibby. Gibby's our concrete guy. And the motherfucker didn't show up, so we couldn't finish our NES build. But we did finish it. So next week, we're actually building biomes. If you're in Minecraft, if somehow we have thrown that net and caught Phillies fans who are also Minecraft fans, I'm your guy. That's going to do it for us this week. Remember, Basement Dwellers, stick to the protocol. I've been Chris the Dace Man Dace. He's been Erik Bereza.
Bye.
Ring that bell, buddy. We out.
Ding.